but Denver's offense was one of the worst in the league. They ranked dead last in points scored at 16.9. They were dead last third down percentage, 21st in total offense. Wilson was 11th in the 11th season. His first in Denver was his worst. Terrible at clock management. He had no explosive plays. Turnovers killed him. Yeah. They, they were and on top of that, at finishing 5-12, they don't even have a top 5 pick heading into this year's draft. That belongs to the Seahawks. Who acquired it in a slew of other selections in the Wilson trade. So now Denver won't have its second first round pick in the 2023 draft either, which the 29th selection it received in the Bradley Chubb trade is now in the hands of the Saints. I thought. So there was a while back, Washington had given up a shit ton of picks for some players, and I thought that was one of the stupidest things. This whole disaster that the Broncos, I'm sorry, but Sean Payton may want to rethink retirement and going back to the booth because it may be less of a headache.
That's what I'm saying. You got no picks.
I get the challenge. I don't know what it is. It's not this. Yeah, you get Russell Wilson, but this isn't like you're going to get you're turning around Drew Brees and you're creating. Yeah. This is not Drew Brees. There ain't
no Drew Brees. There's no Reggie Bush. You know,
there ain't. You don't have a 3-1 quarterback that can be your quarterback, running back, wide receiver that you had in New Orleans. You don't. I mean, I don't know what he's going to do because I honestly think next season's going to be one of his worst seasons.
But you know what? I'm going to say this though. When Doug Peterson went to the Jacksonville, I said, I don't think that's going to be a good move, man, because this is, unless this kid, they don't put no players around this kid, he can't do it by himself. So you don't know. Honestly, you draft and you coach, so there's no doubt about it. Sean Payton's a legend. He won a championship. The New Orleans, they love Sean Payton and they love Drew Brees. That was great. But can Sean do something with Russell Williams? Because they paid Russell Williams a buttload of money.
I know, and that's the amount of stuff that was given up to get him, and now that they gave up to get Sean Payton. I mean, you are a glorified a full rebuild, and you can't even rebuild that good. The biggest problem here is it's one thing to give up. I get you did what you did to get Wilson, whatever. It backfired royally. We saw that, but now you've given up even more to get a head coach, and you put your this new coach, and he's not new. He's an established. He's a smart guy. If anybody could turn a team around, it would be Payton. I just don't know. I don't think Payton's going to be able to do it in a year or two, or whatever the staff, the ownership thinks is going to happen. Mm-hmm. Payton is in such a bad spot coming into this. Like, this is a bigger dumpster fire than the Jets and the Lions. Like, I think the Broncos are what the Lions and the Jets have been for years. Mm-hmm. And I said this at the end of the season, watching how the Jets got better, the Lions got better, Jacksonville got better. Now you're going to see the Broncos are now, even Washington. Washington's been the laughingstock of the league for 20 years. Mm-hmm. I guarantee you, this is my prediction, is that's where the Broncos are at. They may not be laughingstock because of ownership and all of this, but because of the position that they put this head coach in and all of these bonehead moves that they did, thinking it was going to pan out, it is not going to end well. I think they're going to be dead last next year.
Here's the problem, though. Here is the problem. Can they get past Patrick Mahomes. Can you
Mm-mm.
get past Patrick Mahomes? Because that's your challenge, Bronco. Can you get past
I
Patrick Mahomes?
I don't think so. I think the Broncos are going to be the bottom of that division for a while,
Because I'm
and
still
I think you're.
Kansas City Chargers, and I think and it's a toss up between Raiders or Broncos at the bottom of the AFC West.
I I would put the Raiders. I would put the Raiders above the Broncos, and I would only put them above the Broncos because.
Who's throwing to them next year?
But that's the least that's the only issue they have. They at least can get a quarterback. I mean, you have the ability to get a quarterback. You've got a coach. You've got picks. You've got things that you can do
You got
to continue to
Devontae
build. The
Adams.
Broncos don't have that. They don't get to do anything for a while. Like
Right,
they gave up
right,
so many picks, they're
right.
screwed.
They're screwed. It takes
It's.
a while to like
I mean,
come back.
it's not like you can just come back. Yes, you may be able to find a quarterback or you may be able to find some pieces in free agency, but you can't build a winning team on free agency. You can't fix what's broken in Denver based
And I
on free agency
and
and the limited picks that they have.
from what I heard, Russell Williams is not a popular guy. He's more of a I'm the star, and a lot of people, I mean, even past Seahawk players don't have very nice stuff to say about Russell Williams, even the coach. So uh
I
can
I feel bad for Peyton, but the other thing is, what do you do? Like your options are so, his options are so limited. Like, I do they cut Will? Do they get rid of him? Nobody. You can't trade him. Nobody's going to take Wilson after that performance. There's nobody that's going to take him and the contract. So you're either going to you're stuck with them, or you're going to have to cut your losses.
in
And I,
cutting
so
losses. When
that's
he
that's what I'm
got
getting at.
hired, can you turn Russell Williams back into the old Russell Williams? Can you do that? Oh, you saw what I
I,
did with Drew Brees. San Diego just tossed him. He came to New Orleans, and look what we did. So,
I but what age? How long had Breeze been in the league? And from going from San Diego to there.
yeah, he was.
That's the thing is
Yeah,
Brees wasn't banged up. He hadn't been in the league as long as Wilson.
right.
Wilson's been around a long time, and now you're going to try to fix what's broken. It's uphill battle. Um, and we'll have more. We'll have all off season to discuss this after the Super Bowl.